Yo, what's going on YouTube? Today I'm gonna continue the high praise chords. This time we're gonna do the key of G. So we're gonna do this same progression, 1 4 6 2 5. I'm gonna show you that, and then I'm gonna show you how you can borrow from the parallel key. So if we're in the key of G, you can look at it like we're in the key of G major. Honestly, I don't think like that when I'm playing like high praise chords, because of all the different chromaticism that's going on. So chromaticism is just adding notes that don't belong to the scale. So if you think about the key of G, we say G, A, B, C, D, E, F sharp, and back to G. It's so much going on with these chords. I mean, you can say, I just say I'm in G because I'm borrowing, in my mind, I'm already borrowing from G major and G minor. So that's your parallel key. Parallel just means basically the notes, the numbers won't change. The chord quality will change, but the actual numbers won't. So a 1 4 in G major and in G minor will all be the same. So 1 4 is the same, the numbers, but the quality would change. So a 1 4 in G major would be 1 4. A 1 4 in G minor would be. So that's the only difference, is just the quality of chord. So I'm gonna show you the tritone, because you can go back to all the other videos in the series that we did and learn like how you would play it if you didn't have a bass player. But I'm gonna do this like you have a bass player. So 1 4 in G. So that's the tritone. Remember, we're doing the 3 and the minor 7 of each chord. Every chord whenever you use a tritone, you always using the 3 and the minor 7. Really, no matter what type of chord, it can be an augmented chord, it can be a dominant chord. You always using your 3 and your minor 7. Most of the time, it can be some variations, but theory-wise, you're using your 3 and minor 7. So that's your 1, your 4, 6. So remember, when you play your 6, same thing. Our 6 in G is E. So we playing the minor 7, which is D. And then our 3 of E is G sharp. And up here we got this, we playing the 1 of the key we're in and the 5 of the key we're in. So that's your 6. Then the 6 take you to your 2. So you keep, you just go down a whole step right here. So you playing your flat 7 of the key you're in and the 4 of the key you're in. And then this tritone, since you playing your 3 of the 2, so your 2 in G is A. You playing your 3 and your minor 7, which is G. So like that. So those two chords. So 6 2. And then you keep this same interval right here, your 4 and your flat 7 for your 5. And you just take the tritone down. So 6 2 5. So you keep the same interval and just take this tritone a half step down, and that's D over D. So you have the flat 7 of D and then the 3. And remember, in one of the videos I was showing you that basically the notes alternate in the tritone. So see how your 6, you have the 7 and the 3, but then when you go to your 2, you have the 3 and the 7, and then when you go to your 5, you have the 7 and the 3. So the 3 and 7 just keep alternating as you go down chromatically. So that's something, I don't know if that will help anybody, but just something to pay attention to. So I'm gonna do all those chords, and then we're gonna move to the minor stuff. So 1 4, 6 2, 5, and then our 1 will be, you can do that, or you can voice it like that. That's just a flat 7, major 7. So in G, like we said, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. Flat the 7, and you get F, and you play an F major 7 over G. So you can end it with that chord, you can end it with this chord. That's the 4 major 11. We've been working on that. So you know, so that's just the progression we've been working on. So now I'm gonna show you how you can borrow from your parallel minor key. So the parallel key of G major is G minor. So your 1 will be G minor. Your 2 will be A diminished, and we're just gonna add a 7 on there. So this is A diminished, and then the 7 would just be adding a F sharp to it. So you get that. And then your flat 3, because remember, we still gonna look at it like we in the key of G, but we're just adding chromaticism to it. So instead of going to your 3, which is B, you going to a flat 3. And over this flat 3, you play a G minor over that too. You could play a B flat, but you will hear it when you get that tone. That can work, but it's just when in that moment, when you're in a high praise moment and you using these chords, it kind of keep you in that minor tonality. So that would be your flat 3. And then when you get to your 3, the quality is changing again for this chord. So in the other key we were doing, in G, we were doing this. So you play, it's like playing a 1 over the 3. But this time we're doing a diminished chord over it. So we got minor, diminished, minor. So that's a B diminished 7. So we went from G minor to A diminished 7 to G minor again to B diminished 7. And this takes us to our 4 minor. So that changed too. So our 4 originally was, you know, some type of 13 chord or 9 chord, some type of dominant chord. This time we're changing it to a minor. So if you came out of, I'm just gonna try to do an example real quick, just so you can kind of hear it. So if we were doing like a churchy 6, 2, 5. And then we can go right to minor. And then you can go right back to major. 4, 6, 2, 5. So that's a way you can just kind of implement the minors, the minor chords into a major feel. You can mix it up. So you could do a 1 like this. So that's a G13, and you can go minor from there. Just different ways you could do. That's your 2, 5. So that 2 is a minor 7 with a flat 5 or half diminished. And then you can go 5, and you can go minor right here. Two, 5, and go back to your regular.